One of the benefits of Office 365 is accessing your work files anywhere, anytime, on any device. That's because with Office 365, you keep your work in the cloud. Unlike a local computer or server, the cloud gives you uninterrupted access to your files from anywhere, and it helps guard against data loss. Office 365 gives you two ways to store your work in the cloud: OneDrive for Business and SharePoint sites. OneDrive for Business is the best place to store your own work files. It works a lot like your computer's desktop or My Documents folder. Each person in your organization gets an individual OneDrive for Business library for their files. You can get to OneDrive from a web browser, the OneDrive app on your computer, or a mobile device. The files stored here are private. No one can see them unless you share them out or put them in a shared folder. In addition to individual storage with OneDrive, you can use SharePoint sites for shared storage that everyone has access to. When you want to share files among your team or collaborate on documents, a SharePoint site is the way to go. The default SharePoint site is called a team site. Just like OneDrive, you can get to it from your browser, a computer, or mobile device. But unlike OneDrive, everyone in your organization has access to the team site, so it's a great way to work together on projects. You can customize your team site however you like and use it as your own intranet to manage day-to-day activities. From your team site, you can also create subsites. These work great for unique projects or smaller teams within your organization. You can create subsites with special access for people outside your organization, like your customers, or for certain individuals within your organization, like management. Similar to your team site, you can customize the look and feel of each subsite. In addition to your team site and subsites, you can create entirely new SharePoint collections for document storage and collaboration. Each SharePoint collection has its own web address, settings, and permissions, and you must have administrator permissions to create one. Let's take a look at where you can find these in Office 365. To get to OneDrive for Business, sign into Office 365 and select the App Launcher. Then choose OneDrive. Here we see our documents in OneDrive for Business. Keep in mind that your OneDrive stores only your documents. Others will see their own documents when they click OneDrive while in Office 365. If you want to share docs with others from OneDrive, you can do that here. You can work on these documents in your browser with Office Online, or choose Sync to work on them from your PC or Mac using the desktop version of Office. To get to your team site, choose Sites from the App Launcher, then select the team site. This opens your default team site in Office 365. You can start adding files to the document's location here, or create more document locations called libraries. Just like OneDrive for Business, you can work with these files in your browser or sync them to your computer. Unlike OneDrive, everyone in the organization can see this site and add to it, making it more like a business intranet. You can use the team site as is, or customize it with your company name, logo, and look and feel. You can also create subsites from here. And like the team site, you can customize each subsite by allowing only certain people or external users, making it a great way to organize a project or collaborate with a specific customer. Lastly, if you have admin permissions and extra technical knowledge, you can use SharePoint site collections for document storage and collaboration. For this, go to the Office 365 Admin Center, then SharePoint Admin Center. You see your existing team site, which is a collection, along with a few others. Choose New, and give your site collection a name and address. Choose a template like the team site template. When finished, you can use the new site collection just like your team site. Keep in mind, though, that no one in your organization has access to this site collection unless you add them to it and share its location. You can do this, for example, by adding a link to it from your team site. Choose Edit Links, then Add Link. Enter the display text and the URL, and here's the link to your new site collection. Learn more about Office 365.